They are toe-to-toe at center court.
A couple of three-time defensive push second season with the Timberwolves.
Gobert going right to the cup, trying to flick it by Edwards. Pulls up in the mid-range.
They're going to be really important tonight.
As Jalen Williams pulls up. Edwards passed on the throw. Almost 17 a game. Number one recipe for success.
Second youngest team in the association. Edwards missing 2 free throws already. With 31 a game.
A little stutter step, and you see a hip check there from
the Timberwolves.
Holmgren popped up, and McDaniels, as Shea pulls up, and he got
a nice little stop and pop action. Thunder already to him out.
Cannot forget about him. A great offensive year, tough running.
You know, Mark Davis has been around for a week. I'm calling that every time.
Outside, and moving so key against this Minnesota defense.
Conversation.
Holmgren passed on the three.
And on the afterburners there. There's hope.
Oh, and
pretty short, though.
and they can pass it.
That's a nice little...
He is, and now we got it back on the other side.
Man, it just took off quickly.
On the offensive end here early, that might be a trap. Shea isn't going to get that bounce. Hey! So good with the bat. Let it fly from deep. 1-1. Shea's going to give it up. There is Jay. Holmgren able to scrape it up off the loop. Instead, McDaniels trying to slice his.
And that's a thing that's going to follow you. Your rinse, repeat that.
To his zone, and there is Dort off another beautiful matchup here for J-Dub. Trying to bump very efficient here. And J-Dub about a 3 a game.
That's right. Absolutely.
All kinds of traffic. And Dean and beats to the. And it's his cousin. Big slow-mo down the limbs has entered for the first time. Giddy can't make.
Players are pretty good.
Free throws here for SGA.
Wolves as much.
Dander Walker cuts inside and then his
cousin SGA.
Pass to the corner, it's Joe.
You talk about playing efficient.
Henrich.
The assistant coaches will actually pick Shea's.
And nothing like being able to play with your family.
Get pretty physical.
It's hard enough.
And they're right now, Gobert and Carl Anthony.
But he is bulky inside, and Christmas is over. But I'm happy 4 days until Christmas.
So we'll say it then.
And Isaiah Joe's got 2 of them off the player. Reed, he can make that shot from the outside. Going first quarter for both teams. The third, and Isaiah Joe for 1. Out of the double team, open man, Reed inside, punched away.
Oh, that's not good.
You'd be called a whiner. That's through a couple of the defensive players, got it. Scoring quarter for OKC. The 6 plucked it midair, and the putback is good.
How about that pass? Ooh, folks, it took a little animated there at the end. Didn't really have,
you know, big guys don't like trying to get into the three-point action. Taller guards coming in and getting in their grill. Oh, that was good defense.
Slow-moving game.
Had that nice pass. Here's the nice draw. The NBA. Henrich Williams took the other end. It appeared
if you look at after he scores or whatever.
See Minnesota trying to spin on him, shoot over the top. Look out, open shooter. It's Henrich Williams.
Well, you know, Royce and Paris was talking. Certainly what they're doing right.
Spotting up in situations like that. And recycled 14. Second up
for J-Dub. And you knock down your 100th.
Increase that point total. Already racked up a couple of assists. Keep it open shooter. J-Dub can't make it.
Or call it. All of a sudden, another key to the night is just...
Holmgren spins, flow down to the side and trying to get it to Gobert.
The wrong guy you want taking the threes.
He's got that flat-footed 3. So hard to do. It really takes him just the 13th time first game, Michael. The more we learn, but he
did a great job of just staying playing.
There's another cut. J-Dub slipped
where he should be. They're just continuing.
Games off to the best start in franchise. Defending Gobert spins in and a reminder.
They'll both be right here, folks. But you got to use it right now. How about that nice screen that time? It's for his teammates, but he's more
offense in the first quarter. 72.
You knew those numbers were going to change.
Daniels had the hand up there. Offensive player for Minnesota. Brown, desperation heat. November 28. Nice drive. SGA up to McDaniels. Had it cleared.
Asking for it.
And you could have given him 2. You could have given Dort lines it up from the outside.
And that becomes a 4-point swing for the
Joe, who just gets clobbered by body going up against a smaller body.
That's to
take a seat.
Yeah, he was shooting lights out.
Wide open, it's Dort, catch fire 3. Up to 10. Edwards.
Top-ranked defense before he...
The guy at the free throw line, and Edwards.
Window shooter.
And change. Over the sides, no good.
Brunson early in the year, early in the month.
Gobert caught it. Got the advantage. He's still going to be able to catch that all over Holmgren. Holmgren still.
Gobert could have easily been called a foul. 21. Goals. 21 are so far.
Ball here in the first half. Holmgren on the step back to three, up over goal. And that ball isn't moving there.
Together as well.
Isaiah Joe, who looked over to the bench.
Look here by SGA.
Matchup between these two teams. Stumps it off. Gobert. Got Shea getting to his spot. Won't want him in space. So this time SGA had a little bit of defense. Trying to drive. The release on the three and now a closeout.
The Thunder has to guard those guys.
In November when the Thunder led, the majority try to make some adjustments.
Oh, they got to make adjustments. Assists as Rudy Gobert will take.
Giddy on the run. No, it wasn't a.
Just didn't see me last year as Shea. Ken Griffey Jr.
He got it done. And there it from the Utah Jazz. And frenzied possession here. J-Dub going, gives it up to Gobert, who played with. Let me know.
A couple times in my career. That's pretty good. Not bad.
Holmgren goes one remaining. Down the lane is going to take a
game this year.
Easy to remember. It's a Holly. Conley has not missed from downtown.
Selfish player as Chet will get another.
And is going to get fouled and get the opportunity on all the scores. Towns changing. Found the baseline. Got inside and Woods. The shoulder pass outside. Dort. There's another. Continue to fly here inside Paycom. Edwards got ahead of steam. Shut off initially by McDaniels. And a lot of his looks have just come with. Retains the possession. Puts it on the deck.
Midi.
And that was a very good. He took it right away from Giddy on the schedule with the basketball. Holmgren and Giddy. First half with 6. And the Thunder are happy to have Giddy back in the third quarter. And it's Gobert.
Anywhere around the basket.
Also left Minnesota. Was stripped away by Conley. Edwards pulls up, missed it. And atop the Western Conference, a space. Bounced off Reed. A foul. That's not what OKC wanted.
You're looking at me, but you're not saying anything.
Been defying the analytics for a while now.
They've been automatic throughout the trying to get to his spot inside, and he bumped
the defender off of him.
Reed.
He's a three-point shooter.
And SGA.
A lot of contact on there, too. Don't bail the guy out on a tough drive when the basketball, too.
From the outside, launches the three. Dort sidesteps. So tantalizing, Mike. We saw that.
And the Thunder just at 16.
Well, we've seen this throughout this. Like that one with Towns. Shea spins into that one up against McDaniels. And spins away. Tough fadeaway shot. That step back three from time to time. Zet looking for another three and gets it. For Lou Dort so far this year, he's been taking
defensive end as
GA and SGA short shot. Isaiah Joe.
How about the Thunder sitting pulls over?
To the free throw line, pulls up for the shot left side. Alexander Walker, clean look it back down to single digits. She's not one, but 2 defensive.
Approaching 30 assists.
SGA goes right through that defense. And the Timberwolves just did not want to play defense. 3 on the way, the high arc or no. And that close.
Means they've given up a lot of possessions off those.
Fires it inside. Kenrich Williams out on the deck. You see Chins and Reed. And the Thunder.
A good look from a 3.
That's shut off nicely. Case and Walls. Laughlin coming off the bench. Jalen Williams. He will put Lee. Didn't take the 3-point shot. It's kind of J-Dub once again. Pulls the trigger. Hey! Big time for him as the ball continues to whip around that time.
They've still got one in their pocket later on.
That was a big couple of games. 17 assists. Straight away, it's Chet Holmgren, right?
Because he's a big man.
And McDaniels. That 103. Williams.
That was deep in the paint trying to help out on the drop.
Inside, but it got sniffed out. And Gobert.
Change and remaining here.
Micic with the football movement. And Gobert got it back from Conley. It's going to be. He has been solid. Edwards looking for a crease. She's been a little tougher defender. Kept the pivot foot down and a brilliant.
It's going to be an interesting creation.
The traffic, tough shot, but a weak side. Defense throughout the night. Cason Wallace tried to pass it to a team. The one to enter it in to Dort. Dort with McDaniel.
Carl Anthony Towns. A rebound or a steal in the backcourt.
Back. And the Euro step went right. Block on the backside. possession. Shea got caught in the air. Edwards, he's going to get
Foul. Should have been called.
Oh, and Shea once again. That's
By the time I came back in,
keep his frontline players in the game. SGA's on the bench. Keep fire. 24 seconds like this, and the Thunder came out and
and they've done a good job of just this season. This team will.
Wallace, and he's got
All of these. Could I say it's the early part of the season? So this is more than half your way for most of the ball game.
finding a way. The Thunder put up 126. Schedule is about to get intense.
That's tough to overcome.
Way by Case and Wallace, having to do different things because
Wallace, my goodness, the
sit into this one. Is there just no?
Out going to be very aggressive in the second half, so the Thunder has to guard those guys.
Remember what happened last time, Michael, back in November when the Thunder led the majority of that first half to the Thunder are going to try to make some adjustments.
Oh, they got to make adjustments. Assisted buckets, 21 assists as Rudy Gobert will take
A career from three-point land. Giddey on the run.
That's all I can say is ouch.
No, it wasn't a. You just didn't have the green light. That's it.
Just didn't see me last year as Shea Watson play in the infancy stages of his career. It looks good on defense.
At the top of the Western Conference. There's Shea, a little bit of space, bounced off Reed. SGA on those jumpers, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul. That's not what OKC wants.
Deadly conversation. Nick Gallo, you're looking at me, but you're not saying anything.
You got to include Chris Paul in that as well. He's been defying the analytics for a while now.
Mid-range machines. They've been automatic throughout the. Giddey trying to get to his spot inside, and he met.
Very physical play by Josh, just to bump the defender off of him.
Reed.
It's his game. Maybe it's not, but he's a three-point shooter. Opponent a steady diet of anything.
And SGA.
Great concentration by SGA. Took a lot of contact on there too. Nothing there. I mean, don't bail the guy out on a tough drive when the defense. I thought Edwards had lost the basketball too.
After the double-digit deficit, Giddey from the outside launches the three. This balance. Dort sidesteps.
Needed for the Thunder.
And it's so tantalizing, Michael. We saw that
30. And the Thunder just at 16.
Well, we've seen this throughout this. And the Thunder giving up size matchups like that one with Towns. They're
Karl Anthony Towns into a passer.
Shea spins into that. Easier to get that shot off than when you're going up against McDaniels. Cross-court pass diagonally right to Anderson. Spins away. Tough fadeaway shot. Kenrich. He likes that step back three from time to time. Shea gives it up. Dort has the feet set, looking for another three, and gets it. Taking the right threes. And for Lou Dort so far this year, he's been taking
So terrific on the defensive end as
but now putting Anthony Edwards on SGA. And SGA, short shot SGA to find some offense. Isaiah Joe, he's like that.
How about the Thunder sitting defensive end by turning the Timberwolves over.
The line by Alexander Walker, got to the free throw line, pulls up with a shot left. Edwards outside, Alexander Walker, clean look like that. The Timberwolves shave it back down to single digits. Been able to keep it from going out of bounds. The drive. Sees not one, but two defensive.
That's pretty good. And approaching 30 assists.
So far against the best defense in the NBA. SGA goes right through that defense.
Isaiah Joe.
And the Timberwolves just did not want to play defense. Puck is off. Joe, sidestep three on the way. The high archer nubbles it away, turns it over. And that close.
That's very disruptive. It means they've given up a lot of possessions off the
At Paycom Center. Micic fires it inside. Kenrich Williams. And we get a foul on the deck. You see large front court of Minnesota, Towns and Reed. And the Thunder
7-6-8. Towns finally got a good look from a three.
Towns shut off nicely. Case and Wall. Reed fires it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin coming off the bench. Jalen Williams. He will put. Conley didn't take the three. You're right, that three-point shot. Just kind of. This time, J-Dub once again pulls the trigger. 4 threes. Season high for him as the ball continues to whip around that time.
So both coaches have won a challenge tonight. They've still got one in their pockets. Can become a big factor later on.
That was mostly an assist guy over the last couple of games. 17 assists. Got inside the block. Straight away, it's Chet Holmgren, right?
He's hanging around in the paint like he should do because he's a big man. A rebound.
And McDaniels, that one of the games, 16 for 33. Williams.
Holmgren, as Rudy Gobert was deep in the paint trying to help out on the drop.
Now the bounce pass inside, but it got sniffed out. Over the game. Check that, number 10. Gobert.
8 and some change and remaining here.
Same spot. Micic with the Minnesota defense over the course of the night with the ball movement. The last time these two teams played. As Gobert got it back from Cotton. Gobert, the rebound. That's going to be minutes. He has been solid. Edwards comes back in, so does Dort. Edwards looking for a crease. She's been a little tougher defender. Oh, somehow kept the pivot foot down and a brilliant.
Still had a whole lot of money left in there. It's going to be an interesting come. That's number 1 in the association.
Put out to Giddey. Giddey in all kinds of traffic. Tough shot, but a weak side. Been able to bend this Minnesota defense throughout the night. Footing. Lost the dribble. There is Cason Wallace trying to pass it to a team. McLaughlin, the one to enter it in. Knocked away. Isaiah Joe up ahead to Dort. Dort with McDaniel.
They don't have their bigs in right now. Karl Anthony Towns. Ball ahead. Young players get a rebound or a steal in the backcourt.
Holmgren behind his back. And the Euro step went right. Oh, and then Isaiah Joe on the block on the backside. The defense on that possession. Shea got caught in the air.
Talking to him. Man.
Feasible advantage for the Thunder. Edwards, he's going to get...
That's a technical. That's a technical foul. Should have been called. Tolerate that.
Oh, and Shea once again.
She was so excited.
That's a
hands out. It was 70. By the time I came back in.
Well, we were wondering if Minnesota was going to keep its frontline players in the game. SGA's on the bench. He's going to expire 24 seconds. A team like this and a defense like this, and the Thunder came out and
defensive rating as well. And they've done a good job of they've done a lot of good things right this season. This team will...
Wallace, and he's got...
I wouldn't call it the... Could I say it's the early... We're not, okay, then I'm just going to say we're not in the early part of the season. So this is more than basically have you wait for most of the ball game.
Well, the Thunder offense finding a way points per game. And the Thunder put up 126 home back-to-back. The schedule is about to get intense.
On tonight. That's tough to overcome.
Minot nearly had it stripped away by Cason Wallace. A long season and having to do different things because...
By Cason Wallace. My goodness.
So final minute of this one. On Saturday night, couple of days off. Is there just no...